Visit TCGcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Send us your bulk in exchange for Evolution Booster Box. Visit TCG Castle or check video description to learn more. Hello and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video we're looking at deck for the Legacy format, and today we're looking at Garchomp Altaria. So the Dragon type Garchomp, stage 2, 140 HP, Dragon type with 2 strong attacks. The first one match cut for 60 with just a single fighting energy. We can also discard a special energy attached to our opponent. Defending Pokemon, Dragon Blade for 1 water and 1 fighting energy, 100 damage, and discard 2 cards from your opponent deck. From your deck. Pretty much 1 retreat cost weakness of the dragon, which means that this Garchomp with Silver Bangle can 1-hit knockout with just a single energy our opponent Rayquaza EX, which is very powerful. On the other side, 4-3 line of the Swablu and Altaria with that fight song, which means that we can add 20 more damage to our opponent, to our active Pokemons. That means that we can easily, with for example 1 Altaria, have 20 more damage with 2 Altarias or 3 Altarias, even up to 60 damage more, for example with Match Cut or Dragon Blade. So in theory, with 3 Altarias, Dragon Blade and Silver Bangle, Garchomp can go for 190, which means that he can easily 1-hit knockout even Darkrai EX, who has 180 HP. So 4-4-3 line of the Garchomp, 4 Gables, 4 Gabites, with Dragon Call. Once in your turn, you might search your deck for Dragon Pokemon Reveal and put into your hand, which is a very powerful card in my opinion. Powerful ability, it can easily search and easily expand a bench without problems. 4-3 line of the Swablu and Altaria for situational, of course, moments. 1 Jirachi with Stellar Guardians to search deck, pretty much for support a card. Mr. Mime to prevent those Dark Rays sniping at the bench, and 1 Keldeo for the Rushing Retreat. From the item cards, I decide to go, of course, always with 1 copy of Escape Rope. Very, very good card in Legacy format. Junk Arm, pretty much the same thing as Item Finder and the Dowsing Machine. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search your discard pile for a trainer card, show to your opponent, put it into your hand. You can't choose Junk Arm with the effect of the card, so that's very important. 4 copies of Level Balls, of course, so I can search my deck pretty much for under 90 HP Pokemons. Pretty much every Pokemon here on the list expect Keldeo and Garchomp. 1 catcher, of course. Flip a coin of heads, catch one of your opponent, benched Pokemon, and switch with the active one. 1 copy of Rare Candy, just the 1 because I'm running 4 copies of Junk Arms, and of course with the Dragon Call I don't need more than 1. Scoop Up Cyclone is my ace pick because it's a very powerful card. If my opponent cannot 1-hit knock on my Garchomp, I can easily Scoop Up Cyclone it, attach another energy and go with Match Cut, just like that. So it's a very, very powerful card in my opinion, better than Live Dew, because Live Dew can actually also be good. But in case and in terms of the something like Hidden Toxic Laser, probably not going to be good with Live Dew. 1 Super Road, of course, 1 copy of Tool Scrapper, so I can pretty much discard any tool from any Pokemon in play. Up to 2 tools, 2 Ultra Balls, in case I have Garbodor on my opponent bench, so I can't use my Dragon Call. I really need to have Ultra Ball to search my deck for Garchomps. From supporter cards, as you can see right here, I'm running 9 supporters in total. 4 different 1 Getses, which is a very powerful card for the Legacy. 2 copies of N, 3 Johnny Purse, and 3 Professor Oak New Theories. From Stadium card, I actually decide to roll with Tropical Beach because it's a very powerful card and it's a very strong card. The best Stadium, I guess, you can get in Legacy, especially because it can help you a lot to set up on that turn 1 and turn 2, because I'm not looking forward to attack turn 1 and turn 2 with my deck, so I really want to have as many cards in my hand as I can get, so Tropical Beach is a very reasonable option. It can also help my opponent, but if you decide to use Tropical Beach, his turn will end, so he will not attack that turn. Now, 1 copy of Flowstone for the Keldeo Rushing Retreat. Of course, don't need more than 1 because I have 4 Junk Arms, 2 copies of Silver Bangles in case 1 is prized, 9 energies, 5 of them are just the basic fighting energies, and 4 of them are just a regular water energy. If you can see right here, I'm not running the dual blend energy, just because in the Legacy format, special energies can also be very easily discarded with the hand scammer or with lost removal, so I decide not to play them. And of course, the reason for doing that is just because I can easily recycle the deck. I can't recycle the deck with my Super Road, so basic energies can be recycled back, so that's also very important and very interesting to know. So as usual, if you're looking for any of cards, find them on TCGcastle.com, 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code, or change or trade 1,400 cards, a bulk of your cards, of course, in the near mint condition for Evolution Booster Box. So you can find more in my video description. So let's do some game tests to see how this deck is good or bad in the action. So see you in the game. Okay guys, let's do this. So waiting for my opponent to load the game so we can go on. I'm calling the heads, and unfortunately it's a tails, so I didn't want the coin flip. Let's see if my opponent will go first. Yes, so that means that I can use my sand attack or sing on my turn 1. No basic Pokemon for me. This is gonna be, I guess, one extra card for my opponent. I mean, the best start for me is definitely open with maybe 2 Gables and I guess 1 level ball, maybe for 1 Swablu. So that would be the best hand, I guess. Since I'm not running collectors, because I think somehow I don't need collector and it's support a card, and running 4 copies of 3 or 2 copies, not as good, I guess. It's only good for the turn 1 if you can actually set up and hit that opening hand with Pokemon Collector. But later in the game it's just useless cards. So there's an Elekid with that Sparkling Ball, which can snipe for 20 damage to one of my Pokemons in play. It can also hit on the bench, which is very powerful in my opinion. And after he uses Sparkling Ball, the Elekid will be asleep, and if he don't wake up, I can't attack him. So that's the rule of those baby Pokemon. So 2 Dynamos on his bench and the Thundurus. Okay, Thundurus, I guess. Okay, 1 Lightning Energy, and it's my turn, which means that I can level ball for, let's say, 1 Gable, of course. Do I want to use Escape Rope? I think I will force my opponent with that Escape Rope, actually, here, just to prevent him from taking any extra cards. There's a Rare Candy sitting in my hand. Of course, I don't want to play that Rare Candy right now, or even keep my hand. I want to keep going on with my Professor Oak New Theory. I can even use that Tool Scrapper, I guess, just to have a later option to find it. Should I maybe go with a Tropical Beach? In theory, I can have that. Well, in theory, I can have that Garchomp turn 2 in play. Let's go with Tropical Beach for a 7. I mean, hitting Garchomp turn 2, it's not that bad. Since I only run 1 Rare Candy, I mean, why not to do that? So, as long as he don't have that Thundurus on his bench, he can't use Dynamotor to power it up, so there's a Floatstone and Eviolite, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Tropical Beach from my opponent. So there's Elekid, of course, first 20 damage with that Elekid, and then he can go, oh no, he can't. He can actually choose just between Sparkling Ball or Tropical Beach, but he have Juniper in his hand, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe even... Okay, Electric is here, so he can Dynamotor with it, that's for sure. So second Electric, so 2 Dynamotors can easily be played, and there's 1 Sacrum, so this is the pretty much old school deck with those black and white attackers, and 20 damage on his Elekid. Luckily he wakes up, that means that I can knock him out with my Garchomp, but of course I first need to find that Fighting Energy, so this is gonna be a challenge, I guess. Let's go with 1 Professor Oak New Theory. Okay, so I missed the opportunity here to find basically what I was looking for, and I was looking for that energy card. So I guess I would just play my Tropical Beach for a few more cards. There we go. There's energy card, there's a level ball. next turn for Gabite, and I also had that Scoop Up Cyclone in my hand, so this is going to be a very important card, so I'm looking forward for 2 more Altarias. So actually 1 more will be enough. But even having option for 2 more will be good, because with the match cut I can then just strike for like 120. Of course, right now he can hit for the 80 damage with that Disaster Bolt. It's definitely a powerful attack. I mean, 80 damage in Legacy, it's not that bad. Let's see, what should I do here? First, I'm going to play my Level Ball for that Gabite. And of course, once I grab that Gabite, I can use that Dragon Call. Before I use that Dragon Call, I hope I can maybe find something like the Rare Candy. And not something like a Rare Candy, but something like a Junk Arm to grab that Rare Candy. We'll actually take a risk here, so I don't see why I wouldn't do that. Let's go with the N. So basically Rare Candy and Garchomp will give me the access. Okay, there's a Junk Arm but no Garchomp. And I can easily with the Dragon Call grab my Garchomp. And playing that Junk Arm, let's say for 1 Water Energy and 1 N, I can easily grab that Rare Candy. There we go. So Rare Candy in my Garchomp, and right now I can strike for the 80 damage. His electric have 90 HP, so I can't knock him out. So yeah, my opponent's still looking what the heck is going on. But let's just strike with the match cut for 80. I guess he is active attacker. It's much more important. I mean, I could even try to play catcher and maybe promote his electric in the active position. Tries to knock him out, but let's just avoid that option. And next turn, I guess I can try to call another Garchomp in play. So I can't attach my Water Energy. I need to search my deck, of course, for Fighting Energy. There's Oak New Theory. And interesting thing is that he is looking 2 Dynamotors, maybe in theory. 1 more Dynamotor. No, he decided actually to attack with his active Thunderous. Okay, that's good. As usual, as always, as he had that Elekid, he will have that free retreat with it. So he can actually, after he gets knockout, promote Elekid, take some Dynamotors, and pretty much retreat easily on his Zekrom. So there's 1 Junk Arm for another Eviolite, I guess. And that Eviolite probably is going to be attached on this Zekrom on the bench. There we go. So in order to knock out Zekrom, I need to strike for 150. To strike for 150, I need to have 3 Altarias in play, which is not going to happen as long as I have Keldeo on my bench. But the good thing also with the Keldeo is that I can attach those Water Energies on my Keldeo, and pretty much I can strike even with the Keldeo for tons of damage with my Secret Sword. So that's also very important. There is another a Water Energy. So I'm thinking about playing that catcher and maybe trying to buy a turn here. Lysandering his electric, not gonna happen. Let's go with the Dragon Call for that Gabite. Alright. Do I want to attach energy on that Keldeo? Well, I guess I don't want to do that yet now. So there is another Swablu, and there's Garchomp sitting in my hand. I also have that Fighting Energy. I guess I can use that Dragon Call, but no need to do it right now. So we'll just use my Match Cut, I guess. Or maybe I can Junk Arm, basically for the Scoop Up Cyclone. So I can prevent the damage done to me again. I think this is a little bit risky. But why not to do that if I can? I mean, with Tropical Beach I can always get as many cards as I need. So I guess I don't need to worry too much about it. Let's go with another match cut actually here for the knockout. So I can take that advantage. Right in the first prize, of course. But the big challenge is going to be to knock out my opponent, Zekrom, with one single shot. So I guess that's not going to be an easy task for me at all. But with 2 shots, I can knock him out easily. In the meantime, of course, he can maybe power up another Zekrom. So he can be in much better position than me, I guess. Okay, so far so good, I must say that. I also have that Keldeo who can actually absorb some damage until I manage to actually set up maybe one hit knockout against his Zekrom. Of course, if he decides to attack for 120, his Zekrom will take 40 damage, minus 20 for that Eviolite will be 20, so he will have 110. In that case, I can knock him out actually with 2 of my Altarias. And there's a Verbank City Gym. Okay, this is very dangerous, especially with Hypnotoxic Laser. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me that he even had those lasers sitting somewhere in his deck. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Oh, there's Computer Search, so I guess he's trying to search his deck with that Computer Search basically for one Hypnotoxic Laser. So he can one-hit knock out my Garchomp, striking for 120 and responding with that Verbank City Gym for 3 more damage from the poison. That's definitely going to be enough for the knockout. No doubt about that. That means... Oh, no, he may be... not sure, probably... Oh, there's just a Bolt Strike? He missed the opportunity to one-hit knock out my Garchomp here. I don't know why. I definitely don't know why. But this can give me... basically opportunity here to set... basically another, so Dragon Call just for the Garchomp. So this will give me the opportunity, maybe even to retreat on my bench, prevent my opponent from one more turn taking that prize card, and I can hit for 100. Well, I didn't have that water energy, so I think the best thing is definitely going to be retreat and hit with another Garchomp with that match cut for 80. So somehow he managed to survive. I'm definitely looking to top that. Support a card. Maybe even something like Tropical Beach wouldn't be that bad. I mean, we are both to 19 cards. There's an Outrage for 120, so still it's not enough for the knockout. This is the same thing like he strikes with that second attack. Well, I guess match cut just for a knockout. 80 damage, and I will draw another Gabite. Okay, so that means after he knock out my Garchomp, I guess I can just tries to set up another Altaria in play, pretty much promote my Keldeo in the active spot because he can take up to 3 turns until my opponent manages to knock him out. So I can maybe with just a single match cut, one hit knockout my opponent Tendrils. So this is definitely going to be very important. But also those electrics are important at this moment. Okay, 1 level pole. I mean, I still have enough energies. I have 7 more energies left, which 4 of them are fighting energies. And still I'm hitting just with just a single energy card, so I'm not worried too much. And there's actually retreat. with a switch and a bicycle for 2. So that's very interesting. Wasting his switch. Of course, he can easily get it back with Junk Arm. So I guess not the big deal. Okay, let's go with Water Energy top deck. Oh, that's nice. But I can't use it, which is bad. I'm looking at my discard pile and I'm thinking that the only good thing that I can do right now is basically to use my Dragon Call, but unfortunately I can only look at my deck. I have only one Juniper and one Oak left, so any kind of maybe level ball will be nice. So I can basically set on my bench something like Jirachi for that supporter card. Of course, in this situation I'm going to rush in. So right now, probably I'm gifting my opponent, let's say, easy 2 prize knockout. Even if he wants, he can do the good thing right here. He can basically retreat his Tandurus on the bench and snipe with his Electric for 20 to my bench and pretty much knock out my Garchomp, which is going to be so devastating for me, I guess. Losing that Garchomp is not what I want, so it will definitely put me in disadvantage because I will have only one attacker, but also one extra space on my bench, which will allows me maybe to set another Altaria later. But of course, I'm also looking forward somehow to get pretty much that Super Road. And there's another Dynamotor. Maybe he actually just decided to retreat and focus on my Keldeo. That would be, in my opinion, big mistake. But who knows? Well, there's a Super Road. I wish I had that card in my hand. And one Hypnotoxic Laser. Okay, so that means that I will take 3 damage counters between turns. And Sparkling Ball 20 on my Garchomp, of course. So say goodbye to my Garchomp. Elekid will fall down to the sleep. And we are equaled right now with the prize cards. And I didn't wake up, and he managed to wake up. So my turn back is a Junk Arm. So that's a nice card. Let's put that Gable on the bench, and let's basically Junk Arm for the Silver Bengal and Swablu. Fortunately, I must do that. For the level ball, it's time to use my Dragon Call once again, just to see what do I have in my deck. I have one more Super Road, which means probably, in theory, if I manage to hit with my Juniper something like... what do I need? I need Junk Arm for the Scoop Up Cyclone, I guess. So let's go with Professor Juniper for 7. I still have Getses in my deck left, so I need just Junk Arm right now. Nope, I miss Junk Arm. So I missed that Junk Arm, which is bad. But the Garchomp is ready to knock out. And let's just go with the Super Road. So Gabite, Garchomp, and I can bring back one more card, which is going to be, of course, a Fighting Energy card. More than that, I don't have another option than Tropical Beach for 3 extra cards. I'm taking only 10 damage from the poison, so I hope my opponent will somehow knock out next few turns my Keldeo, because I can even deck out right here, which is very bad. Because Floatstone is actually prized. I mean, I can still grab Junk Arm with the next couple cards and Scoop Up Cyclone my Keldeo, avoid 2 prize knockouts for my opponent, and start to attack with my Garchomp, maybe even for 120. But if I decide to do that, I need to discard 2 of my cards on the top deck. I don't have any N left, so this might be a bad option. And there we go, there's a Thunderous with Disaster Bolt for the 80 damage. And I'm taking 10 more from the poison. Well, there's just the Ultra Ball, which means only one thing. I have 5 more cards left. Oh my gosh, I'm probably going to deck out here. I think that actually Tropical Beach was not a good option. I mean, Junk Arm for the Super Road to recycle a few more resources in my deck so I can strike for 140. I guess is the best thing that I can do at this moment. But I still need to take 4 prize cards. It's not going to be that easy, I can tell that. So 2 Dynamothers for his Zekrom. Of course, he can't one-hit knockout my Garchomp without Verbing City Gym in play, and Hypnotoxic Laser. So there's another Charon, and even my opponent goes down to 7 cards. Well, this is like a chess battle here. Another Lighting Energy attached for that Disaster Bolt, and there's a Verbing City Gym. Alright, that means that he don't even need to attack here in order to knock out my Keldeo. He decided to use that, of course, so he can power up his Zekrom on the bench, pretty much. Alright, so the moment of truth. I need Junk Arm as the top deck card. Nope, it's just a Garchomp. It's just a Garchomp. If I want to take a prize card here and now, I need to use my Dragon Blade for 120, 140, but I really don't want to do that. So I can just match cut for the 100. This is going to put me in a very bad position, especially, I mean, there's another Dynamotor, so probably he's searching for that Zekrom. But still I'm missing that last and third Altaria here. So there's another Junk Arm. Let's see what he can grab with the Junk Arm. Probably Hypnotoxic Laser. Probably. So with Laser, Retreat, 120, yeah, he can knock out my Garchomp, that's for sure. And then he can go down to like a 1 prize. I waste too much of my resources, that is for sure. Oh, there's the N. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's the N and the Junk Arm. Okay, that means... Oh, that was a big, huge mistake. Why did he did that? I guess I will just match cut. 100, it's enough for the knockout. I can draw 1 prize, which is a Juniper, which is a great card. I have 5 more cards left. Of course, he can snipe on the bench twice with his Elekid, but that will not be enough. In case he managed to wakes up, there's another level ball for the Dynamo. He have 5 cards, I have 5 cards. But I'm in much better shape right now because in terms of the another N, I guess I can Junk Arm and bring back a few more resources back into my deck with that Super Road. And next turn I can even knock out his Zekrom here. And in that case he will not have Attacker, but probably he's gonna be able to knock me out and finish the game with his Elekid. Not the Elekid, but actually with his Electric at the end of the game. So this is like a chess battle. Definitely 6 energies on that Tendrils and Bolt Strike for 120, which will allows me to knock out basically Okay, let's go with Garchomp for that super road right now. Oh, he decided to quit. What the heck? What the heck? Why he decided to quit? So I'm definitely not happy that my opponent decides to quit, but basically, even if he didn't quit, I would be able to knock out his Zekrom, and then after that he would be able to knock out my Garchomp, but after that I could just super road basically my entire Garchomp line back into my deck, and then just have another Garchomp being able to knock out his Thundurus on the bench and go down to 1 price. He's not going to be able to win basically in those terms of the game. So at the end, I guess I would be a clearly winner in that matchup, but it was definitely very hard match to play. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy watching it, or hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. If you have any questions, as usual, don't forget to ask either way on the comments section below or on my Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And till the next time, have a nice day wherever you are, and goodbye.